Alright, so in this situation we're trying to pay off a loan. So here's a company that owes $500,000 for buying this machinery, and they start paying off after the first 6 months. So this is monthly, the first 6 months, and every 6 months. So at month 12, at month 18, for example, and it takes them 20 payments, so 20 lots of sixes. So that would be the 120 months. So this would be the 20th payment here. And then they should have paid everything off, so they should owe 0. So the other thing is the interest is compounded monthly. So if we divvy that up, it's 1% per month compound interest each month. So if we have a look at how much they owe, so at the beginning they owe 500,000, and after 6 months that 500,000 has grown, so the itself plus the interest for 6 months, and that is when the first payment or repayment is made. So we can now subtract M. Okay, so what happens? It stays in for another 6 months. So now that 500,000 has gone up to the power of 12 months of interest. This M has been in for 101 6 months, so it's bumped it up by the interest, and then we pay another repayment. So this happens every 6 months until we get to the 20th payment, which is the 120th month. So in the 120th month, that 500,000 has now been in for 120 months. And the series, so that's when we pay off our last, so that's one lot of M, and the one before it was 1.01 to the 6, and the one before that was 1.01 to the 12, because this is happening every 6 months. Now the last one, if you think about it, the last M, that was 6 when that was 12, so it's 6 less. So 6 less than 120, that's going to be 114. So I know that's 114. So that's basically this M, how long it's been in for the minus M payment. Alright, so that we've got that nice pattern, and we want, of course, it to equal 0 because we don't want to owe any more. So when we owe 0, because it's all been paid off, this is S, there are 20, remember? 20 payments. So, whoops, that looks like 26. So S20, we're S20, so it's a little bit tricky, but so the first term is 1. The ratio here, we're timesing by 101 to the power of 6. That's the ratio each time. If you can even have a look at that and compare those. So we've got that to the power of n minus 1, and then the ratio minus 1 on the bottom. So put that in your calculator, you get about 37.392, something like that. Okay, so if we want to find M, if I put M S20 over this side and then divide by the S20, that's what I'm doing. So this to the power of 120 divided by S20. And what we get is, be careful with your calculator, 44131.77. So they're going to have to make these repayments every 6 months of 44,000 plus in order for it to be paid off in those 20 payments, 20 equal 6 monthly installments.